What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BigRedEDC. Today we are checking out a DEFCON knife. This is one that came out of talking to people, talking to DEFCON at SHOT Show 2024 in Vegas. So very cool. Really appreciate Frank sending this one out to check out. It's a Fulcrum, and it's a pretty interesting knife, got an interesting lock going on. Now, this is part of the Jungle Knife series from DEFCON. There'll be links down in the description. Feel free to go check it out. But a very interesting knife because we have the leverage lock going on, and we'll kind of take a look at that. But as always, we're going to start out with our fit and finish and just kind of an overall look. Fit and finish is really pretty good. You've got a full titanium knife, backspacer, pocket clip. Pocket clip is reversible because you do have a filler plate there. So very nice seeing a titanium knife that is reversible. I know I get, that comment sometimes. Full titanium knives, not necessarily reversible. Well, I got one for you here. So there you go. Very cool. Deep lanyards, kind of lanyard slot going on there in the backspacer. So making everybody happy with this one. I like it. But the overall fit and finish is really done pretty well. The jimping is not too aggressive on that backspacer. Pocket clip. Got a little bit of texturing going on the pocket clip. Now, titanium. You actually get a decent grip on the titanium. I mean, my thumb's skipping along a little bit, but not too bad. Definitely more of an angular design in the handle, not so much in the blade, which I am digging for sure. A couple of different deployment methods going on. You've got a very sort of low profile and small flipper tab, and then you've got a really small, but actually works very well flipper tab right there for the front flipper or top flipper. Pardon me, however you want to refer to it. But overall, it's done pretty darn well. Now, flipper detent is pretty good. Now I see that the top flipper hit my finger there, so I kind of got to get the finger out of the way. But yeah, the detent's not bad. Now you see me actuate that leverage lock there, and that front flipper actually does really pretty well. It's not, as you can see, it's slightly prominent, not a lot, pretty low profile, and it's just small. But that just goes to prove you don't need a whole lot if a knife is designed correctly as far as a front flipper goes. You don't need the unicorn horns. Come on, guys. We don't need them. We just don't. But detent's pretty good. Now, with that leverage lock, as you can see there, you've got your lockup going on. When you press that lock, it sort of looks like it pulls the liner out of the way. You can see that. Press, and it just slides back and then drops shut. The action is actually pretty nice. Goes shut very well. So overall, that's working out well. Now, the blade, M3, you guys know I'm digging this blade. If you don't, I am digging this blade very, very much. Now, there you go. It's a USA design Jungle Knife series, and you're looking at M390 on this blade. So this one goes for right around $200, but DEFCON did give me a coupon code for 10%, so that'll be down in the description as well. It's BigRedEDC, easy to remember, but so very cool. So you can pick this one up for about $180, which isn't too bad for production materials, everything you're getting. I'm thinking it's right in there. So quick spec check. So we're looking at about a 7.5-inch knife. You're looking at right about a 4.25-inch handle, 3.25-inch blade. And as you can see, you're getting pretty much a full cutting edge, which is nice. Grip length, you're looking at right about 3.5, which you guys know is right in my wheelhouse. That fits my hand just about perfectly. Really like it. Now, if you do have larger hands, obviously, you're going to maybe be inching off there a little bit. But that 3.5-inch grip is right where I like it. Now, this thing is good solid lockup. No issues. I have not had any issues with that leverage lock. Of course, I haven't done any of what I consider the dumb stuff to a knife when checking a lock, so just saying, because I'm not going to. But there it is up against the PM2. PM2 is obviously a little bit larger knife. And then, of course, the bug out. Bug out's probably a much better size comparison. It's a lot closer. Blades are pretty darn close. Little bug out's just a tad smaller in the handle, maybe about 1/8 of an inch, if that. Do a weight. What do we got? Starting out in ounces, 3.3 and 94 grams. Very good. Very good. Check out our pocket. Does go into the pocket pretty well with that milled clip. It's obviously not deep carry, so you will have a little bit sticking out of your pocket. Retention is pretty good. It's got a little bit of stiff retention, and obviously you're going to get a little bit of a pop coming over that seam. So no issues as far as retention or anything like that goes. Now for the overall. If you guys haven't figured out, I'm down with the design. Really like the blade. Yeah, the handle's a little more angular. That's okay. It's not too bad. Pretty well right in there. Ergonomics. I can feel that clip a little bit more than I would like to. It's not too bad. It's just, I definitely know it's there. If I bear down on it real, it's not what I would consider a hot spot. I just know it's there. Now you do have some jimping going on that blade, which does catch the probably back half of my thumb pretty darn well. The overall design, I do like. The action is pretty good. I've got to get that finger out of the way when I'm flipping, or else that top flipper will hit it and kind of stop the whole action. I'm not big on front flippers, you guys know that, but I tell you what, if you're going to do one, that's not a bad way. Not a bad way at all. It's small, it's low profile, it works very well. Your leverage point is placed about perfectly. I mean, it flips super easy. So front flipper wise, if you guys are fans of front flippers, even if you're not, you know, like me, it's not necessarily my thing, but this one's done pretty well. I got to give credit where credit is due. And it's done pretty well. Overall design, definitely liking it. Ergonomics are good, with the exception of, like I said, I can feel the clip a little bit more than I want to, but it's not a deal. I wouldn't call it a deal breaker for me, put it that way. Definitely not a deal breaker. The overall design, price for materials, I think we're right in there. You know, $200, not bad. With that coupon code, you can get it for right around $180, so that makes it a little bit better in my book. If you guys are interested in that, like I said, it'll be down in the description. Feel free to check it out. But it is part of the Jungle Knife series from DEFCON. They've got a lot of knives in that series. A lot of nice knives. The Jungle Knife itself, the original, I really, really like that. We just got one in our monthly Knife Club box here in January. So it's a good knife. DEFCON makes a pretty good product. Now, Frank himself did develop the leverage lock, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I really appreciate him sending this one out. Man, he did. He said he would send one out after he got back from SHOT Show, and I swear to God that this thing was in the mail either that Monday or Tuesday after SHOT Show. So really appreciate it, Frank. Thank you so much for the opportunity to check out the Fulcrum, to show it to everyone here. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out with me today. As always, you know I greatly appreciate you. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. I do love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.